Hey guys, here's a little sight fishing video from Lake Austin. This is a typical sight fish situation. You think the fish has it, he really only has it by the legs or some kind of part of the trailer or the skirt, and you miss them. But if you keep fishing long enough, you're persistent with them. I mean, you may miss them a bunch. Some guys wait until the fish gets the bait good. I think, missing them like this fires them up even more anyway. So eventually they'll get it good like he does here in just a second. This is one of the coolest things I've ever caught on film so far. It's hard to see in real time, and you really have to slow it down here to see. I think I'm shooting 60 frames a second, and in 3 frames this fish inhales this bait, so that's basically 1/20th of a second, which is insane.
Still nice though. Yeah, that female will be ready to go now.
You hear me here saying the female will be ready to go. What I was doing here is I was catching the male off the bed. The male was guarding the bed. The female was just kind of circling around nearby. And in my experience, I always try to catch the male first. Once you get that buck bass out of the way, the female usually lock onto the bed and start protecting it herself.
Got it. Big it.
It's funny because I was filming this to try to do like a documentary style deal, and this was a textbook sight fishing situation. This big girl, she would not lock on while that male was on bed. I had to get the male off bed first, and 7 minutes later, while I'm still fishing for her, she locks on and I catch her. Bassmaster.com writer Steve Wright and his nephew Chris were along for the ride on this sight fishing experience. We were actually between Elite Series events on Sabine River and Lake Falcon. And all these photos here are courtesy of Steve Wright. He did a great job.
Let's see that, baby.
I'll either use a jig or soft plastic, some type of flipping style bait. Typically I'll throw something white, but in this situation I just like the green. It contrasts the white bottom a little better, and that's typically why you use a white bait. It's just to contrast the darker bottom. But in this crystal clear water, the fish really had the bottom cleaned up good, so I was flipping a 3/8 ounce green pumpkin Terminator jig. I basically just turned around, and this beauty, this 7-pound big old girl, was bedding maybe 45 feet away. This was a lot of fun too. I want you guys to notice something here. Check out the black discoloration on the side of that bass. I want y'all to pay close attention to that because you'll see it again here in just a minute. So here's the same situation here. I had to get the little male off the bed first for the female to lock down. What you got to do a lot of times in this situation is just take the little male and put him in the live well for a little while. And once you do that, the female will lock on. If you don't do that, then the male will just kind of hang out and he'll go right back down to the bed. This is referred to as standing up on a bait. Once a fish does this and gets vertical over top of your bait, typically it's just a matter of time until she'll bite it. Unfortunately here I snatched the jig away a little too quick, but it doesn't take long for her to get right. See how she turned down on the bait right there? Unfortunately, this is another swing and a miss. After fishing for this big girl for about 25 minutes, she did this to me. It broke my heart. Unfortunately, I stuck her and she came off, but this is another great example of what a sight fish will do. Whenever these fish get on bed like this, they just can't help it. They have to defend their bed. It's just Mother Nature. If half the people in the world protected their young as well as bass do, just off instinct, we'd be a lot better off. Fortunately, I got another shot at her, and though she was just out of the frame when she bit, I snatched her across the camera as she was coming up. You'll see me several times in this video standing up on top of my trolling motor. That's just to get a little bit of extra elevation. Every inch helps whenever you're trying to get to where you can see these fish. Anything that helps get a little less glare and a little less of the ripple on the water.
Oh man, I could have barely missed that one.
Sight fishing is some of the most fun you can have. I hardly ever get to anymore because I'm always gone. You have to hit these lakes just right. These fish only bed for a couple of weeks out of the year, so I was really glad to get to do a little sight fishing and enjoyed spending the day on the water with a couple of good guys, Steve and Chris. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I enjoyed making it.